Well, welcome to the Coach's Corner. Hi, I'm Frank Barbahan, and I will be your discipleship coach for this week, with your permission, of course. This is number 7 in our series, and it's about focused on our relationship with God in Jesus Christ. It's putting God on the witness stand, so to speak. So, when we face our suffering and trauma, it affects our relationship with God because we have this fundamental belief that God is in control of everything. For those of us who are Christians, we believe for God to be God, he has to have control. What's the point of God being God if he's not in control? And beyond that, we believe that Jesus Christ is Lord of the universe, to use some of the language out there, that he is the exalted Christ, and there is nothing outside his purview, and there is nothing that he ultimately cannot control or deal with. And so when we suffer, when we are traumatized, we're now pushed with our backs up against the wall regarding how we're going to picture our relationship with God and with Jesus Christ. If he has control over everything, if this God either causes everything or stands by and nevertheless has control of everything, though he stands by, it makes us wonder, what in the world is he thinking? If any of us were being mugged or raped while a friend of us was standing by in a car, for example, or in their house, and they looked out their window and saw that happening and did nothing, didn't even call 911, and then they come to the hospital to visit us and tell us that they're so sorry this happened to us and they love us, how would we feel? That's what we end up projecting onto God and Jesus Christ in particular. Because Jesus Christ was a human being, Jesus of Nazareth, it's very easy to picture God as a person and wondering, why in the world are you standing by? So we end up putting God, and sometimes in the form of Jesus Christ in our imagination, on the witness stand, and we interrogate him. And we try to grab him by his lapels. And we even want to throttle him for his mismanagement of the universe, or at least the mismanagement of our personal universe. And we want to throttle him, and we want to beat him, and we want to beat some answers out of him. In a concentration camp, there was found this inscription on one of the walls of the barracks that said that if there is a God, when I get to meet him, he will have to ask my forgiveness. Well, what happens when we're putting God on the witness stand and we're trying to get some answers? We don't get answers. We don't hear a voice back. And Scripture is as clear as mud about how to view everything that we're going through. So many Christians can end up questioning their faith. And not only do they question their faith, but they end up giving God the cold shoulder. Not only do they give God the cold shoulder, they will sometimes kill God off in their imaginations. It's a passive-aggressive killing him off. And they kill him off in 2 major ways. They stop praying, that is, they stop talking to him, and they refuse to go to church. So they're done. So for them, God is dead to them. And that is their vengeance against this God for not only not talking to them and giving them any answers, but for standing by in the first place. Well, your thoughts, questions, comments, feel free to log or email me at frank@peakperformancediscipleship.com, frank@peakperformancediscipleship.com, and we'll see you next time.